Hey guys, BriarRabbit here, and I want to talk about the Bulldog. So I am absolutely loving this gun. It is, I think, right now, it's my favorite gun in the game. Not the most powerful gun, definitely not an overpowered weapon, but just plain fun to use. I love the sound of it. I love how it's a semi-automatic, and you can really rapid fire it and spam the trigger on it. And I love the setup I have right now. So I'm using it right now with the muzzle brake and slugs. And slugs means that instead of shooting a shotgun spread, you're just shooting one bullet out of it, but it's a super powerful bullet, and it's got better range than the shotgun spread. And with the muzzle brake, the range on it is fairly decent for a small map like the one I'm on, where most of your encounters are going to happen close range. I also put on steady aim, obviously, because since I'm only shooting one slug, I need to make sure it hits when I'm hip firing, and for the most part, it works. You'll see a couple of places where I spam the trigger and just none of those bullets hit. That's going to happen because it's a slug weapon. But for the most part, it's fairly reliable, and it's a ton of fun to use. You just run around. I'm using agility here, and I'm just running around, spamming the trigger. And if you're running an assault rifle or basically any weapon that requires multiple shots to hit, and you're within range, you're pretty much doomed. There's not much you can do against this thing, and that makes it really fun. And since it's firing slugs, I can reach out and grab people pretty far away. Maybe it takes 2 shots, maybe it takes 3, but you can definitely get them. You want to make sure they're not looking, though, because if they see you trying to nail them with 3 slugs, you're probably going down. Like that guy, that was just lucky. But for the most part, I'm having a blast with this gun. It's just fun to use. You know, it's fun for me to always be trying out new weapons. You've seen a couple of my videos lately using one of the marksman rifles. I think it's the Mark 48 or Mark 24. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's just fun to run around with different weapons, trying new stuff out. And I feel like this game, more so than Black Ops 2 especially, there's just so many different combinations to try out and so many different powerful setups that you can really go nuts with your setups and have a lot of fun really customizing and changing it up. I feel like this game's going to have long legs. I'm looking forward to Christmas, get some Christmas noobs in here and really start racking up those high scores. So besides just the setup, I also wanted to talk about the Xbox One and the PS4. So I've got a lot of comments on my channel that say basically, which one of these do you recommend? And I can't really answer that question right now. I am planning on kind of doing a review this weekend on both of them. And I'm a little scared to do one video where I review them both and kind of compare them, because tensions are running so hot with fans of these consoles that, you know, I'm not sure if I really want to stick my toe into those waters. You know, to be honest with you, I'm just a little scared of doing that. On the other hand, like, I feel like you can't really review one without talking about the other. Like, if I were to talk about how the PlayStation 4 prohibits you from recording video right now with a capture card, you know, it'd be fair to talk about how the Xbox One does allow you to do that. But if I were to talk about headsets and talk about how the Xbox One has really limited headset features, then I feel like it's only fair to talk about the PlayStation 4 and how their headset compatibility is really strong. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that yet. But if you are like dying to know what I think you should do as far as getting a new console, I really think you should just look at the games that are coming out. You know, if you are a big shooter fan and you want to be into Halo and you want to get Titanfall, then there's no choice. It's the Xbox One. But if you are big, you know, let's say you like shooters like Call of Duty, but you also like Infamous and stuff like that, or some of the Sony properties like the Naughty Dog properties, then again, there's no choice. You go with the Sony PlayStation 4. So if you've got certain likes and dislikes game-wise, just look at the games that are coming out in the next year or 2 years, and the question pretty much gets answered for you. It doesn't matter what console has the most power or what console has a better controller. No matter what the controller is, if you're playing with it every day, you're going to get used to it, and you're gonna be fine with it, because both controllers are fine. I have a couple of issues with the Xbox One controller, but I think if I used it every day, I would have no issues with it, because it would just become natural for me. Now, The other caveat to that is if you like to play with friends a lot and all your friends are buying one console or the other, then you should buy the same one as the rest of your friends, because you're going to want to be playing at night with them. If all your friends play Xbox One Call of Duty, then you should buy an Xbox One and play Call of Duty. Who cares if the graphics are running at 720p instead of 1080p? Your friends are on the Xbox One. That's where you're going to want to be. It's no fun if all your friends are playing a technically inferior version of the game but having a blast together while you're playing the technically superior version of the game, but you're playing all by yourself and you're not having any fun. So it really doesn't matter. The consoles themselves are only there to facilitate you having a good time. And if you're not doing that because you've chosen the wrong console because all your friends are on the other console, then it doesn't matter what the Netflix player looks like, or if it can control your cable box. None of that stuff matters. You know, get the one that the games are on that you want to play and that your friends are playing, so that you'll have the maximum amount of fun. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is create a class, and it kind of comes back around to what I was talking about earlier with the Bulldog, but I am looking for help from you guys. What I would like to know is kind of what are your favorite class setups, and not just the most powerful ones, although I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think are the most powerful setups, but also the most fun setups. That's almost more interesting to me, because something like this, the Bulldog with slugs and, you know, the muzzle brake, you know, a lot of people aren't using shotguns in this game because there's so many long lines of sight, but they're actually pretty fun, and if used correctly, I think that a good player could get a really good score with them. Now, I'm probably not that player, but to me, just running around like a crazy person with a shotgun with slugs in it, it's just an awful lot of fun. So I want to know down in the comments what you guys think are the funnest classes, the most powerful classes. Let me know. I'm really interested to hear it. I will definitely try them out. I want to actually post some gameplays with them, but I'm just interested to know, because the create a class system in this game, I think, is probably the most flexible that we've ever seen. There's actually no doubt about it, right? And I have an awful lot of fun kind of trying to create new setups, and, you know, maybe I want to use a marksman rifle. Maybe I want to use a silenced sniper rifle with steady aim on it. You know, there's just so many different things you can do. It's just an awful lot of fun. So what I want to know is kind of what are you guys doing? What's been really fun for you guys? Give me some ideas on, you know, what are your most fun class setups? I'm really interested to find out. Put those down in the comments. And that is going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.